Ooh, that's good, Commanders fans. Left hand up, man. Left hand up. I just got home from the game. I am exhausted, but at the same time, super, super excited. We're gonna party like it's 1991, man. We're gonna party like it's 1991. The last time we got 11 wins, JD5 puts the Superman cape on his back. Jayden Houdini takes over the game. Zach Ertz, man, gets that bonus with the 2 touchdowns. Huge game from JD5, man. Huge game and dramatic game, cinematic game, movie type. The light show was awesome. The whole experience at Northwest Stadium was a good experience. The fan base, man, to be 11-5 and to clinch the playoffs in the first year of the recalibration. This is why Dan Quinn said it wasn't a rebuild, it was a recalibration. To be 11-5, clinch a playoff spot, and then have a game where you can relax. The starters probably will still play because we're trying to get that 6th seed. But to have a game where you're already clinched and you're already in, we controlled our own destiny and took care of business. We stood on business. And we were down 17-7. We were down 17-7. It was looking dark at one point. We couldn't stop Bijan Robinson. Michael Penix, he started getting in a groove. When he wasn't missing guys over the head and overthrowing people, he was starting to hit guys like Drake London. Michael Davis was getting cooked left and right, penalties after penalty after holding penalties. It was like a road game. It felt like we were playing against the Falcons and the refs. They kept calling holding penalties on us. It was ridiculous. Every time we had a momentum or a drive, like they were just killing it. And I thought there was a phantom pass interference at the end. And then if we were going to lose, started talking about some of the negative stuff at first. But if we were going to lose on a Michael Davis pass interference and a Riley Patterson, who was a terrible kicker, to win the game before the buzzer, like that would have been the worst way to go out and to let the refs decide the game like that. But ball doesn't lie. Ball doesn't lie because that was not a pass interference on Michael Davis at the end. That was not a pass interference. And the defense stepped up when we needed them. Of course, they weren't able to get stops towards the end. But Jayden Daniels, with that pass, man, there was so much. Like I got to give Chris Rodriguez his flowers too, man. He had a heck of a game because B-Rob was up and down. And for Jayden to have his leg bent like that and to come out, let's talk about the records. Let's talk about the records that Jayden Daniels has set, man. The crowd was yelling MVP, rightfully so, man. He's not going to win the MVP, but he should be in the conversation. Offensive Rookie of the Year, that's been in the bag already. So 11 wins since 1991. Jayden Daniels becomes the 8th rookie quarterback in NFL history with 5 straight games with at least 2 touchdown passes. He surpassed RG3 in the rookie rushing yards record. He had 127 rushing yards today. That is insane. 127 rushing yards. Houdini put the cape on the back. JD5, face of the franchise, must-see TV guy, making guys miss in a phone booth. He took some big hits to get us on that 1-yard line in overtime, that drive. He took a big hit to the back. He had to, catch his breath. All that running he had to do to put the team on the back because our run game was a little iffy, inconsistent. Chris Rodriguez was incredible in the second half. Oh my gosh, he put guys in the weight room. Like he was tossing guys off, shoving, get off me, get off me, get off me, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, getting first downs and running for the touchdown. Like he was a man amongst boys right there. C-Rod, man, the guy that was put on the practice squad, released, put on the practice squad, demoted, deactivated, healthy scratch. The guy to keep his head up and pick his head up like that, and to be needed at the last in the one of the last games of the season and be a huge, huge piece to get in the end zone and help us win that game, man. Jeremy McNichols had a big, fourth down too. I'm all over the place because I'm just so excited. There was some huge fourth downs that Jayden converted. There was a huge fourth down to Jeremy McNichols. He willed his way, man. And these guys believe in each other, man. I know I don't want to make it sound corny and stuff. These guys believe in each other. They really do. And Jeremy Reeves proposing to his fiance after the game or proposing to his girlfriend after the game. Just perfect. Johnny Newton just sitting in the crowd with other people, with the fans and the fan base. Like, the fan base was crazy after the game. Like, people were just going crazy, cheering, going down the escalator, leaving and all that. Like, it was just a lit atmosphere, man. Like I said, I was at the game, and I had a great time. I had an awesome time. Jayden Daniels has recorded 30 combined touchdowns. This season, he has moved into a tie with Russell Wilson for number 3 all-time in NFL history combined touchdowns by a rookie quarterback. Daniels has also moved into a tie with Joe Theismann for number 4 in franchise history in combined touchdowns, left hand up, by a quarterback in a single season. Like I said, 820 rushing yards to pass Robert Griffin III, 850 for the most rushing yards by a rookie quarterback in NFL history. In NFL history. And this is against a solid defense. Like A.J. Terrell is good. Matt Judon is solid. Jesse Bates. Justin Simmons. Like, they got guys, man. They got good players on their defense, man. They got good players on their defense. And Michael Penix did step up. He was rocky throughout the game, missed some throws here and there, missed Drake London in the end zone, threw a terrible interception to start the game off to Quan Martin. But he made some big plays. Like that pass to Kyle Pitts on 4th down was insane. That was insane. So Michael Penix, I think he's going to be a good quarterback. I think just the whole rookie class has a lot of potential. But for them to score that touchdown like that, for them to snap the ball over Bijan Robinson's head and still have an opportunity to score was inexcusable by the defense. That really was. That was inexcusable. For them to let Michael Penix walk them down, it was 2nd and 26. Like after that, I was telling the people next to me, I was like, hey, I'm gonna start a "We Want Dallas" chant, just to mess with the Cowboys fans because we should have had the game in the bag. The refs took away the touchdown pass to Olamide Zaccheaus. Like it was just a lot of ridiculous stuff going on with the refs, man. Like, and I hate to blame the refs. I mean, they may not have been perfect on either side, but man, it was egregious, especially for a hometown team like that. Jayden Daniels, his first Sunday night football game, he just showed out and put the world on notice as always. But I do want to look at my notes here. So Jayden, 24 for 36, 227 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, took 5 sacks, 16 carries for 127 yards. It's like if the running backs can't get it done, then he's got to do it. 16 carries for 127 yards. I mean, that's just his longest run was for 25 yards. Olamide, like Terry, they did it. The Falcons did a solid job on Terry. They did. Jayden couldn't connect with Terry on 2 passes in a row. So that was more on Jayden and Terry not being able to connect. I think Jayden overthrew Terry a little bit, over the middle. And then one of them, Terry dropped. So it was kind of like the Saints game where they just kept missing each other over and over. And it only happened twice, though. Terry didn't get a lot of targets either. He got how many targets? He actually had 7 targets and only 1 catch. So next week, if he does play against the Cowboys, which he probably will, then I think they got to connect better for sure. Olamide, 8 catches, 85 yards. He stepped up big time. And he had a terrible drop on 3rd down, but he had some big catches. He had the first touchdown of the game. He made some big plays. He had a lot of yak as well. There were some screen passes that he caught, and he made something out of it. He made something shake. He had 1 carry for 8 yards. Jamison Crowder had 3 catches for 25 yards. He made a couple good plays. Dante Fowler with a forced fumble. That was huge. I feel like somebody else had a forced fumble as well. And Jeremy Chin made some big plays. He made a big hit on 1 play where he stopped him on 3rd down. Quan Martin made a big play where he made a big hit where he made, I think it was Drake London dropped the football or something like that. Excuse me. So yeah, I mean, the defense made plays. They didn't make enough. They made enough to win the game, I guess. But Jeremy Chin, he made some big plays. Michael Davis, he was bad in that Giants game against Malik Neighbors. Once again, he was bad again. And Marshawn Lattimore, I wouldn't count on him to be back next week. I don't know if we can even count on him to be back in 2 weeks for the playoffs. We just don't know. I know one of the ESPN beat reporters or NFL Network beat reporters tweeted out that it is a chronic hamstring injury. So who knows? Yeah, Dorrance Armstrong forced a fumble too. We got to pounce on the fumbles, guys. We got to find a way to just get on the football, guys. We got to do that. Dorrance Armstrong had a really nice forced fumble. Dante Fowler had a nice forced fumble. Quan Martin with a big hit. B-Rob was slow and iffy in the first half. He had to be in the first half, not going to lie, but he woke up in the second half. And then he missed that block where Jayden got, his leg got bent the wrong way. 4th and 11, Falcons get it to Drake London against Mikey Sanders still. So Mikey Sanders, he's got to tackle him on that too. Bijan Robinson botched snap. That's the drive where they ended up scoring. Michael Davis gave him that 13-yard pass to Drake London the play before. Penix overthrows Drake London on 3rd down. Then Michael Penix throws a big touchdown pass to Kyle Pitts. The Falcons did not go for 2. Some people were talking about the clock management as well because we had a 3-and-out. That's when Olamide dropped the ball and they got it back. And they had an opportunity. They got in field goal range. They just missed the kick. But people were talking about the clock management there too, how he botched it. But they still ended up having more time left on the clock to get a field goal off. They did, but Riley Patterson just didn't even get far enough, which is awesome. Shout out to Riley Patterson, man. Shout out to him and Devontae Smith, man. They gave you some Christmas gifts for sure. Zach Ertz got a first down. There was a nice play where Jayden ran around and got it to Zach Ertz. Jayden Daniels had a first down run on 3rd down, and then Chris Rodriguez had a nice catch and run where he hurdled somebody too, and to put us in the red zone. So Man, I mean, Cliff for the most part did a solid job, I thought, but a lot of it was just Jayden had to improvise. He just had to take over, and that's what big players do in big games. They step up and take over, and they know what they have to do to get this team to win. Noah I dropped an interception too. And then Terry went out the game for a couple snaps. He went into the blue tent, and then Tyler Biotis got injured. Cornelius Lucas left the game, so we had Trent Scott in there, Michael Dieter. So it's like Houdini, man. Jayden Daniels, man. JD5, JD Rookie of the Year, JD potential MVP for multiple years to come. FedEx Air and Ground Player of the Week, Jayden Daniels. I mean, like, wow. This has been a heck of a season, guys. And this is a long time coming, guys. We deserve this. If any fan base deserves this, the Commanders fan base deserves this 11-win season that we haven't seen since 1991. Just think about how many, what's that, 30-something years ago now? 33 years? That's just insane. To not have 11 wins in 33 years is just, you got to be a cursed franchise. There's just nothing around. In 33 years, you can't get 11 wins. Even some of the worst franchises get 11 wins in 33 years. We're talking about generations there, a legit generation of not winning. And Jayden Daniels, Dan Quinn, Adam Peters, Josh Harris, Magic Johnson, Mitchell Rails, Joe Witt Jr., Cliff Kingsbury. I can't name the whole staff and everybody, but man, wow, just the culture. Thank goodness. And Jayden Daniels said he's thankful that the Commanders drafted him. I'm thankful they drafted him. That's what he said for Christmas. And the sky's the limit for this team, guys. We most likely will beat the Cowboys on Sunday and probably have the tie back, and we do have the tiebreaker against the Packers, and we'll be 12-5, man, setting records. I haven't seen a 12-win season in my lifetime ever. I've never seen it. I've never seen an 11-win season. So a lot of new things that I'm just seeing with this roster and this team and this organization. So things have changed, and it's just awesome to enjoy the ride with you guys. Just this fan base, the stadium was electric. Doing the wave and everybody high-fiving and just, waving a pom-pom. Where's the pom-pom, man? I don't have it right now, but I'll probably show it to you guys tomorrow. I got that for free. It's fan appreciation day and all that. So it was just a great time, great vibes, great energy, especially when you're winning. Just a walk-off touchdown to Zach Ertz, man. And he got his bonus. Zach Ertz got a bonus for getting that touchdown and getting that catch. It was like a salary bonus that he got for making that catch. Yeah, Jayden Daniels, 87.9% adjusted completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 127 rushing yards, 227 passing yards as well. I mean, this guy is just insane. It's just insane. It really is. And it's just awesome. We're enjoying the ride. We're enjoying the ride, as always. All right, you guys. As always, happy holidays. Happy New Year. I will be making a video tomorrow as well. Might be doing Commanders Kings tomorrow as well. But man, left hand up, who are we? The Commanders. As always, man. As always. Yes, sir. Hello, Commanders. Peace. We in the alls, man. We in the playoffs. Playoffs. All the people who said I was getting crazy, getting too ahead of myself, talking about the playoff. Here we are, guys. Here we are. And like I said, I'm tired of being scared to be confident and bullish on my team like all the other teams are. I'm happy I can finally be confident and bullish and talk a bunch of trash about my team, as always. All right, Chad, well, not always, because, last couple years we've been bad. But JD5, man, he's changed this team. He's changed this franchise. Like I said, it's a collective group, too. The culture has changed. We have a different mindset. We have a winning mindset and organization, guys. Hello, Commanders. Happy holidays. Peace.